There you go. Happy Fez Friday, everyone. It is Friday, October 25th. My name is Jason. I'll be your Fezmonger. Once again, I am joined by the lovely Fezo Moselle Ruth.
You can't get rid of me.
This is the state of the studio address. So, quick update. We were out of town last week. All three of us went up to the Mendocino Woodlands to go to Camp Swing. And that was quite the adventure. We got to visit our Patreon member and our good friend Brenda and Glenn at their place with their amazing. If you didn't see the live stream last week, you've got to go back and check it out.
Seriously.
Their tiki bar built into what was their entertainment room. Amazing. It is totally remarkable. Notch is the artist behind the build out there, and he did just an amazing job. Glenn has been programming Raspberry Pis, running lights, and doing all sorts of really cool light animations to go to music. So it mind-blowing what this place looks like. So so that was totally unexpected. I knew they were working on a tiki room, a tiki bar for their house. I did not know what level that was going to be at. It was amazing. From there, then it was still another like 4-hour drive into the Mendocino Woodlands. So we were in the Woodlands camping in cabins. I posted some photographs about the decorations that we did. I'm really proud of how comfortable our decorated cabin came out.
Yeah.
It was a place I could have spent the entire weekend in that room. It was so nice and comfortable. So kind of the highlight for me was after they did the tour, the three of us roasting marshmallows in our fireplace in our own little tiki hut. That was really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Then, so we were there for the weekend. It wasn't terribly cold. It was really nice. It was a great kind of get away from technology because we were without any kind of data.
Yeah.
And I really couldn't find a comfortable place to sit and draw because all of the rooms are being used for lessons during the day. So I am in the process of catching up on my sketch cards. So I will be caught up today. I have the pencils done on this morning's sketch. So right after this live stream, I'll be back to my desk inking, and then that'll get posted, and then I'll be caught up. So tonight will be actually the 25th sketch on the 25th. So I'm back to on schedule this evening.
Excellent.
Oh, I didn't mention on our drive home from Mendocino, we did stay at our friends Sean and Ariane in Turlock. Sean is one of my oldest continuous friends. I've known him since we were little kids. And we stayed with him and his family and got to hold on to our tradition of visiting them and picking up pumpkins from the farm that actually grows the pumpkins. And this is the same farm that grows all of the pumpkins for Disneyland.
Yeah.
So they did the Disneyland pumpkins for the last few years. Got some great pumpkins from them, carved pumpkins on Sunday night. It was a quick stop by. Usually we try to stay a couple days, but this was just sort of a drive-through. And then drove home and got home on Monday, exhausted and still kind of recovering.
We did make another small detour before we dropped me off.
Actually, we did 2 detours before we dropped.
We did.
We
You
did.
talk about the earlier one.
So on our drive just south of Turlock is Bethel, just north of Fresno, I think it is. It is the raisin capital of the world with the Sun-Made Raisin Factory and the source of the best dark chocolate raisins I have come across. So I, of course, stopped and got my traditional 5-pound box of dark chocolate raisins, which will carry me through to December.
Sounds good.
And then I'll be fine for a while, and then I'll start jonesing for it again.
Yep.
And then after we stopped at Bethel to get raisins, we did a little drive out of our way,
Worth it.
past Pasadena,
Yep.
over to our
Glendora.
new tradition with Road Trips with Ruth, and that is stopping by Donut Man before we drop her off.
Donut Man, gosh, I don't even know when they were established, but it's the maker's, the owner's own recipe, and he does donuts, and he does them well. No gimmicks like children's cereal on a donut, just really freaking good donuts. During the summer months when strawberries are in season, they have their famous strawberry donut. They also do a peach donut when peaches are in season. People line up at this place, and it's for good reason. We happened to hit them at a lull. It was an incredible lull because basically we walked up just as they finished up with someone else, and right now their seasonal special is a pumpkin cream donut. So like the top is this pumpkin-y, creamy, frosty thing, and it's delicious. So yeah,
Yep. I had to stay away from that one because of my dairy allergies, but I did have the maple log, and holy
They
carp,
use real maple syrup.
that is maple.
Yeah.
It is not maple looking. It is not maple-esque. It is like sucking on a tree. It's amazing. So that's yes, it was a 40-minute detour,
Don't care.
but worth it.
Mhm.
So yeah, so it's been mostly a recovery week for me. It's been a little bit rough getting back on my feet this week. It's October normally is a difficult month for me because the shift from con season and then trying to get my mind around holiday season, and it's usually a difficult time for me emotionally making that change because I don't really feel that creative and I don't feel that productive. And it's been a challenge. Yesterday, I started work. Since our next show, we do have a tiki event in the 1st of December. I started working on like updating some tiki designs that people have been asking to make a comeback. And it's just sort of been a like series of thread tests, just flailing, trying to find colors I'm happy with. I had mentioned this on one of my posts yesterday. Still not there. I really covered the 5 that I've done so far. Still not happy, so I'm prepping yet another thread test on the tiki-fied squid design. Still working for something there. And I already have a couple other ones that I already had planned, so those are mostly there for the embroidery, but I want to do some fabric tips for them, some design fabric tips for them. So I have to sit down and also design that. So kind of feeling a little bit lost right now, but working towards it. Holiday stuff will start rolling out in a week, a little bit over a week. So next weekend, I'll start launching the holiday designs. Luckily, the Krampus is returning from last year, so I don't have to design a brand new Krampus, although I might tweak colors on that one a little bit. He showed up on green velvet last year, and I really want to do him on a red velvet, I think. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to recolor him a little bit because he used a lot of red in the design. And I might do a partner St. Nicholas to go with him this time. That's been requested a few times. And I also have the holiday wreath, which will be making its comeback. And I have another holiday design in the works, just sort of stuck in my head that I'd like to do. So those will start rolling out in the first week of November. So we have a lot going on, launching holiday designs, prepping for a late off-season tiki event. And on top of that, we have this like large private order that's just sort of like hanging over our heads right now. I've been working on it last couple of months, got the design done, sent them the samples. So now we're just waiting to get actual counts from them. And it's potentially the biggest order we've ever done. So we'll see. We have time to do it, but it's gonna land during our holiday rush. So that's also kind of weighing on my mind that I know.
So we've been doing a lot of prep work. Like I've been, sewing bunches of linings just because we have no idea how many or what size or what style. So we're doing the best we can to kind of lay the groundwork for this impending possible rush.
Yeah, so it's kind of a weird situation because Maya and Ruth have plenty of work to do because you guys are planning ahead on that kind of thing. And then I kind of feel out of the loop because I'm usually doing the velvets, and those aren't going to be produced until we get the order.
Exactly,
so,
because linings can be done well ahead of time, but the actual velvets, especially for a special order, we need to know.
Yeah, we'll have to get them. We'll have to get the order in. We'll have to get special cuts done because I'm sure we don't have the size ranges that they need. So it just feels a little bit weird because I feel like I'm not getting anything accomplished right now, and we have this big work kind of piling up that I know is going to hit us strong. And so it's like I said, it's a weird thing. I have been working on a few random creative bits here and there, and trying to get some momentum on all of those creative projects that I have to get going on, booth designs and stuff like that. I did work up I have a sample of the Feztopia Expeditionary Force badge that will be going out to the all of the people who are participating in the Minecraft project right now. We're having a lot of fun with that. It's taught me some important life lessons because I have spent most of my game time lost. So while everyone else seems to be doing productive stuff like building a whole city, I'm wandering aimlessly through the wastelands, trying to figure out where I'm at. And every time I figure out where I'm at, I tend to die and then get lost again. So I am on, I think, my 4th or 5th trip into the abyss of the wastelands, trying to figure out where I was before. It's been a good kind of break to get away from everything, but it's also a reminder that I tend to just barge into stuff without a real plan.
Maybe just a little bit.
A little bit. So that's kind of where we were at for the last week. Going forward, like I said, I've got a sketch that's half done on my drawing table over there, so I'll be getting back to work on that. I am thread testing some tiki designs, prepping. I'm trying to keep all of the fabric work together because once I start firing up the printer, I want to keep it running. I don't like to print a few each day. So I have to decide if I'm recoloring past fabric designs or if I have to start a brand new fabric design. One of them does need a completely new fabric design. I know that. The squid concept, I want to bring back the fabric tip on the squid. That was what I originally had done way back when. I want to bring that back, so I want to do a special fabric for that. And also with the Tiki crowd, we get the unique scenario where people want matching designs.
Oh, yes.
So they really want to see a matching chapeau and fez. And the squid was specifically designed for a chapeau. And while I've done it on a fez occasionally, it still looks like a chapeau design for me. So what I'm planning to do is rework the design so that it is not so horizontal. Same squid, just kind of tilt it and twist it a little bit, and rework it so that we can actually have a matched set of the Muhe'e design. So that's one of my goals, to get that done. We're going to bring back the Rakshasa with a new style, with new colors, new fabric tip on that. Those are the two key things. We're restocking Haku right now. We're actually pretty good with our Tiki designs because we did restock after TikiCon. So the ones that we are going to restock, I think I'm retiring Tiki Monkey, but because we have enough for a show, so I'm not going to load up on that. But Haku is going to continue for a while, so we'll load up on those. And then I got to look at design decorations and stuff and figure out how we're doing the booth. Since it is a one-day pop-up, I don't want to load up the car for a 4-day event and then load it all in and then pull it all back out again. So I need to kind of figure out what a one-day booth looks like. And we do have to bring an easy up, so that already is taking up a lot of space. So we'll see. That'll be stuff that I'll be working on in the next month. 36 days until Tiki Land Trading. So that is what our long-term is looking like. So this weekend, design work. We'll jump on Minecraft for a while and play with anybody that's interested. If you are interested in joining on the Minecraft server and you want to get in on that inaugural team badge, I do have a special jack-o'-lantern badge that I'm working up. I've done one thread test and I'm going to do another one. So that will be sent out to all of the people who got in on month 1. So that cutoff will be happening in the next week. So if you want to join us on Minecraft, make sure you sign up on the Discord channel and let me know if you have any trouble with that, and I can walk you through the process. Yeah, so that is pretty much where it's at. It's kind of weird. Like I said, I get lost in this month because we don't have a schedule of stuff going on. I think on the 2nd, we're going to go see our friend's band, Dead Man's Party, is playing in Long Beach. That is an Oingo Boingo tribute band. We used to go to their shows way back when we were living down in Orange County, and love those shows. I've been jonesing for some Oingo Boingo live. Like really, I've been watching videos on YouTube of Oingo Boingo performing live and regretting that I didn't get to see them again. So being able to, that's the next best thing, is be able to see Dead Man's Party next weekend. So we'll be going to see that. And then a few days after that, we're going to go see my favorite hip hop artist, Lyrics Born, is performing down in Orange County. He has apparently relocated from the Bay Area to LA. So it looks like I'll get to see him more often. This is the artist that we went to Denver to go see when we were driving out to Gen Con. So that's a real highlight for me. So I've got a couple of concerts going on. We saw Movitz like a week or two ago. So the Swedish hip hop band that I love. So yeah, so it's been a lot of finally doing some social stuff. We're going to go out this weekend. There is this lovely little Japanese vegan bistro in Huntington Beach that unfortunately the couple that runs the place is moving back to Japan and they're closing. It's called Veggielicious. And it's one of the places that we'd love to go visit. Like it's halfway between us and Joe's place. So we would meet Joe and his wife, Becky, there and have a great meal. And they are lovely. And I will miss them. So we're going to try to get out there this weekend and go one more time to their wonderful little restaurant. So relaxing, and it'll be definitely a loss for us here. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We are struggling to get into the Halloween spirit. I'm having some challenges with that. We've been watching Sabrina. We were watching Haunting of Hill House. We've been grabbing movies here and there. I have my Blu-ray copy. I've yet to see it, but I have my Blu-ray copy of the 1934 Island of Lost Souls, which is one of my favorites. So I literally opened the DVD case this morning, realized that I ordered it because I couldn't find it streaming last year and then forgot that I had ordered it. So I have that to look forward to. That is one of my favorites. I love those obscure old black and white, like 1930s horror films. Not, beyond the obvious Frankenstein and Dracula and stuff like that, but some of the more quirky ones that have permeated pop culture, but not everyone realizes that not only has Oingo Boingo done an entire song dedicated to this storyline, but Devo cribbed the one of the lines, "Are we not men?" So it's one of those things that a lot of people have made reference to. Island of Lost Souls is I just blanked on his name. It's the Doctor.
Island of Dr. Moreau.
Moreau, thank you. I want to say Moriarty. I'm like, that's not right. Island of Dr. Moreau. So that is the story of Moreau turning animals into humans and all that. This was the first film version of it. So it's like Bela Lugosi and Peter Lawton.
So which Oingo Boingo song?
No Spill Blood. That's all. Those are the rules from the Island of Dr. Moreau.
Cool.
So that's the truth sayer, the goat guy telling everybody these are the rules. So that's what No Spill Blood is pretty much just taking those. Yeah, that's why the animals walked on 4 legs or not walk on 2 legs, not on 4. That's all from the rules. So anyway, and that's one of my favorite songs. So it all kind of comes full circle on that. So hopefully Rob will be performing that next weekend with Dead Man's Party.
Awesome.
So yeah, I think that is where we're at. Like I said, kind of a weird week for me because I just don't feel like I'm that productive. So I don't feel like I have a whole lot of stuff to update on. Yeah. So I know I have a list of things that I need to get going on, working on, figuring out how to start the podcast. So I have like 5 interviews, but it's not really how I want to launch the podcast for anybody that comes in. So I want to make sure we record like an introductory podcast.
Yeah.
We'll do the year in review, kind of like cover all of the events that we did. There are already big changes for next year's lineup. So a lot of our favorite shows a few of our favorite shows we're not doing next year simply because they are in direct conflict with other favorite big shows that we've already committed to. So TikiCon is off the books for next year.
Sadness.
Unfortunately, because it's the same weekend as Gen Con, and we've already booked Gen Con, and Gen Con is 4 times the size of TikiCon. So it's one of those things where we can't walk away from Gen Con for a year because we're out then. So we'll unfortunately be missing that. Hopefully Tiki Land Trading is a success for us and that we can take part in their other ones because they do like 4 or more a year. So it'd be nice to plug those in because right now all of our shows for 2020 have glommed onto the same month. And we are looking at potentially 2 in a row in March We do actually have booked 3 in a row for May, but there's nothing in April. There's nothing in June. So it's one of those weird things. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about how next year is gonna roll. We'll see how that goes. So that's pretty much it. Anything to add?
Not so much. If you have any suggestions for Halloween movies for us, things that, you know, obscure or favorites that you think we should see, feel free to let us know.
I want to see The Lighthouse. I've heard really good stuff about that.
Is it out?
I believe it is out now, but I don't know how wide the release is right now. And that is by the director of The Witch, which was my favorite from 2 years ago, and is a annual viewing. So I'm really excited to see that if it's playing at our theater on Tuesday. If not, I guess I'm gonna have to wait until it's available to stream.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how my year has been. There's a couple of movies that I want to see, but they're not playing. Cut of the Dead, I think, is one of the ones that I've heard fantastic things about. Not playing near me, and is not available on streaming yet. So I can't add that to my year of Halloween stuff.
Yeah. I also wanted to say that given the time of year and my own personal freaky interests, if you have a spooky occurrence that has happened to you or a ghost story of your own, I want to hear that crap. So please let me know.
Okay, yes. Ruth is big into that. Oh, I
love the ghosty stories.
Did I post it on there? No, I didn't. I shared it with you. I've got photographs of her front yard. Mm-hmm. I'll put together a post and get it up for you guys. Because it is really fun, and I had a lot of fun shooting it at night. So we'll get that going, and yeah. So turmoil, a lot of random crap going on. So and I'm just trying to find my path again because I feel lost in it all. So that's where I'm at. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. Please drop comments either on the YouTubes or preferably in the Patreon because I'm much more likely to see them there. And I hope everyone has great plans for the weekend. We will be tuning in November next.
Yeah.
So happy Halloween to all of you out there. We will not see you until Dia de los Muertos. So, and that will be our next little live stream.
Yes, indeed.
So hopefully you guys have a lot of fun, a lot of safe antics out there for your holiday. And send us pictures if you're getting dressed up. Love to see those. And take care. We will see you all next week. Bye-bye. End stream. Yes, end it.